Do you know what vaccines your pets need to stay healthy? One might wonder, what's all the fuss about these microscopic substances? The answer is simple yet profound. Vaccines are vital shields of protection for our beloved furry companions. Vaccines play an instrumental role in safeguarding our pets' health, preventing a host of diseases that could otherwise prove detrimental. These diseases are not just severe but can be life-threatening, and here's where vaccines step in, acting as a formidable line of defense. By stimulating the immune system to recognize and combat harmful pathogens, vaccines equip our pets with the necessary ammunition to fend off these diseases. Ever heard of the phrase, "Prevention is better than cure"? Well, in the case of pet health, this couldn't be more accurate. Vaccines nip the problem in the bud, preventing diseases rather than treating them. This proactive approach not only spares our pets the discomfort of illness, but also saves us from hefty medical bills and heartache. But the benefits of vaccination stretch beyond individual protection. They contribute to something bigger, something more collective. Herd immunity. This concept may sound a tad scientific, but its implications are straightforward. When a significant portion of a population is vaccinated, it creates a sort of protective barrier, disrupting the transmission of diseases. This collective immunity then extends protection to those who cannot be vaccinated, like newborn puppies or kittens, or those with compromised immune systems. So you see, when we vaccinate our pets, we're not just ensuring their well-being, but we're also contributing to the health of the entire pet community. It's a ripple effect where one vaccinated pet can indirectly safeguard several others. Now, before you rush off to your vet, it's essential to understand that not all pets require the same set of vaccines. Different species, breeds, and even lifestyles can influence the type and number of vaccines your pet might need. Now that we understand why vaccines are so crucial, let's delve into the specific vaccines your pets need. Have you ever wondered what vaccines your canine friend needs to stay fit and healthy? Dogs, just like humans, need certain vaccines to protect them from various diseases. The core vaccines for dogs include rabies, distemper, parvovirus, and adenovirus. These are considered essential for all dogs, regardless of their lifestyle or location. Firstly, let's talk about rabies. It's a fatal disease that affects the nervous system, and it's usually transmitted through a bite from an infected animal. The rabies vaccine is a must-have, not only because it's the law in many places, but it's also the best defense your dog has against this deadly disease. Next up is distemper. This highly contagious disease can cause severe respiratory and neurological problems in dogs. The distemper vaccine is usually given in combination with the vaccines for parvovirus and adenovirus, often referred to as the DAP vaccine. Parvovirus is a particularly nasty illness that can lead to fatal gastrointestinal problems. It's highly contagious and can survive on surfaces for months, so the vaccine is crucial to keep your dog safe. And then we have adenovirus. There are actually two types of adenovirus in dogs, type 1 and type 2. Type 1 causes an infectious hepatitis, which can lead to severe liver damage. Type 2 is a respiratory disease that's part of the kennel cough complex. The vaccine for adenovirus protects against both types and is usually given as part of the DAP vaccine. Each of these vaccines works by stimulating your dog's immune system to produce a response to the specific disease. This means if they're ever exposed to the real thing, their immune system will recognize it and fight it off. Remember, these are just the core vaccines. Depending on your dog's lifestyle and location, they may also need additional non-core vaccines. These are the core vaccines that every dog should have. But what about cats? Do they need different vaccines? Stay tuned to find out. Just like dogs, our feline friends also need their share of vaccines to stay healthy. Diving straight in, one of the most crucial vaccines for our cats is the rabies vaccine. Rabies is a deadly disease that affects the nervous system, often leading to severe neurological issues and ultimately death. The vaccine helps stimulate the immune system to fight off the virus, keeping our cats safe from this fatal illness. Next up, we have the feline leukemia virus, or FeLV vaccine. FeLV is a retrovirus that suppresses the immune system of cats, making them susceptible to a host of other diseases. The FeLV vaccine is crucial in protecting our cats, especially those who spend time outdoors or live with other felines that may carry the virus. Then we have the feline immunodeficiency virus, commonly known as FIV. Similar to FeLV, FIV is a retrovirus that weakens the immune system, leaving cats vulnerable to infections that they would otherwise be able to fight off. The F5 vaccine helps prepare the cat's immune system to resist the virus, keeping them healthy and robust. Lastly, there's the feline distemper vaccine. Despite its name, feline distemper or panleukopenia is not a form of distemper. It's a highly contagious and deadly disease that affects cats' blood cells. The vaccine for feline distemper is a key part of protecting our cats from this devastating illness. Each of these vaccines plays a significant role in safeguarding our cats against these deadly diseases. They help prepare and equip the cat's immune system to fight off these viruses, ensuring they can live long, happy lives. It's essential to remember that while these are core vaccines, each cat is unique, and their lifestyle, environment, and health condition may necessitate additional vaccines. These core vaccines are essential for every cat, but are there other vaccines your pets might need? Beyond the core vaccines, there are other vaccines that your pet might need, depending on their lifestyle and environment. Diving deeper into the world of pet vaccinations, we come across non-core vaccines. These are vaccines that aren't typically essential for every pet, but might be necessary based on various factors such as their age, health status, breed, and exposure risk. For instance, if your pet is often outdoors, they may be at a higher risk of contracting certain diseases that non-core vaccines can help prevent. Let's talk about dogs first. A couple of significant non-core vaccines for dogs include those for Lyme disease and Bordetella. Lyme disease, transmitted through ticks, can cause a range of symptoms in dogs, from fever and loss of appetite to painful joints. A vaccine can help protect your dog from this disease, especially if they spend a lot of time outdoors or in areas where ticks are prevalent. Bordetella, on the other hand, is a bacterium that causes kennel cough, a highly contagious respiratory disease. If your dog frequently visits places where many dogs congregate, such as dog parks, boarding facilities, or dog shows, then a Bordetella vaccine might be beneficial. Now let's switch gears to cats. Similar to dogs, cats also have non-core vaccines that can protect them from certain diseases. Bordetella, just as in dogs, can cause respiratory illness in cats, although it's less common. The Bordetella vaccine can be considered if your cat is in frequent contact with other cats, especially in a shelter or boarding situation. Another non-core vaccine for cats is for Chlamydophila, a bacteria that can cause pneumonia and other respiratory problems. If your cat is exposed to multiple cat environments, this vaccine might be recommended. The decision to administer these non-core vaccines should be made in consultation with your vet, who can assess your pet's health and lifestyle to determine their risk. While these vaccines aren't necessary for every pet, they can be lifesavers for pets in certain situations. So it's always a good idea to consider all available options to keep your furry friends safe and healthy. Now that we know what vaccines our pets need, when should they get them? Well, let's begin with our little ones, the puppies and kittens. Puppies usually start their vaccination journey at around 6 to 8 weeks old. They receive a series of vaccines every 3 to 4 weeks until they are about 4 months old. This is to protect them during their most vulnerable period, when they are no longer receiving antibodies from their mother's milk. Kittens too begin their vaccinations at a similar age. Starting at around 8 weeks old, they get their first round of shots and continue to receive them every 3 to 4 weeks until they are about 16 weeks old. Now, what about our adult pets? Adult dogs and cats, even if they've been vaccinated as youngsters, still need regular boosters. Generally, these are given annually or every 3 years, depending on the vaccine and the pet's overall health status. But bear in mind, it's not just about the vaccines. Regular vet checkups play an equally critical role in keeping our furry friends in the pink of health. These visits are an opportunity for the vet to conduct a thorough physical examination, ensuring there are no underlying health issues that may be missed otherwise. Moreover, regular vet visits keep the vaccinations up to date. You see, a pet's vaccination needs can change over time due to factors such as age, lifestyle, and even geographical location. Regular vet visits allow for the necessary adjustments to your pet's vaccination schedule, keeping them protected against potential health threats. So, let's not underestimate the value of these visits. They are as much a part of the vaccination process as the vaccines themselves. After all, prevention is always better than cure, and that's precisely what vaccinations and regular vet visits offer: prevention. In conclusion, whether it's a puppy or a kitten, an adult dog or cat, keeping up with their vaccinations and regular vet checkups is crucial. Remember, keeping your pet's vaccinations up to date is one of the most important things you can do to ensure their long-term health.